Here on One News Now, I'm Sean Yao. The Lenny Kiko tandem made their way to Occidental Mindoro to woo potential voters in the province. Let's get the details from Ryan Ang, who joins us over the phone. Hi Ryan, good afternoon. What's the latest in Occidental Mindoro?
Hi Sean, the San Jose Municipal Plaza here in Occidental Mindoro turned pink during the tandem campaign rally. Supporters say they are not just physically present in the tandem's event, they are also doing house-to-house campaigns to explain the tandem's platforms and in order to correct fake news on social media. Robredo won in Occidental Mindoro during the 2016 vice presidential race, leading by more than 22,000 votes against current survey frontrunner Bongbong Marcos Jr. In 2019, Robredo personally went to the municipality of San Jose. She extended help to the fishermen aboard the FB Gemver 1 when it was rammed by a Chinese vessel in the West Philippine Sea. Sean, the tandem is expected to travel to Puerto Princesa, Palawan later today to attend a grand campaign rally. Sean?
Right, thank you so much for those updates. Ryan Ang reporting to us over the phone from Occidental Mindoro. A study by the World Bank and UNICEF show that the Philippines is falling behind when it comes to education. Greg Gregorio with the report.
With 70 weeks of school closures due to the pandemic, one of the longest in the world, the Philippines resorted to distance learning to educate the youth. But is it effective? In a joint study by UNICEF, UNESCO and the World Bank, the Philippines ranked high in learning poverty, meaning out of those 10 years and younger, only 10% can read and understand simple text. This is one of the lowest in Southeast Asia. A principal from one of the local schools admits that school closures greatly affected the quality of education in the country.
Nagkaroon din ng problema dahil kadalasan sa bahay sila sumasagot. Madalas tinutulungan sila ng mga magulang imbis na sila ang tunay na sasagot sa mga activities, no?
Sir Liu added that there are three aspects that hinder a kid's ability to focus on their studies.
May kakulangan sila sa nutrition, kanilang kinakain, na kung saan hindi sapat para makatulong sa pagbibigay ng enerhiya para sa kanilang katawan. At kapag gutom ang bata, hindi nakakapag-isip ng maigi. Pangalawa, may mga magulang din na hindi nakapag-aral na kung saan imbis na tulungan nila ang kanilang bata, sila mismo ay hindi marunong magbasa. May mga bagay din na kung saan ang mga bata may kakulangan sa aklat, may kakulangan sa mga learning materials.
With this, they have launched remedial classes, not only for students, but for parents as well. Some parents, however, still prefer to send their kids to school.
Pero mas gusto pa rin namin yung face-to-face. Iba pa rin kasi yung nakakausap ng bata yung teacher, mas napapaliwanag nila ng maayos yung mga dapat gawin.
As the country eases its restrictions, face-to-face classes are already back in some schools. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Trade Union Congress of the Philippines has refiled its petition for a 470 peso wage hike after the Wage Board declined their initial plea. Ryan Ang tells us why.
Minimum wage workers continue to feel the effects of inflation as prices of commodities and services continue to go up. Rogelio, who has been a lineman for 3 years, never had an increase in salary. That's why stretching his 537 peso per day salary to fit the needs of his wife and 2 kids is a constant struggle.
Nagtitipid po minsan sa pagkain, tapos kung ano lang po yung meron sa mabibili sa matitira, yun lang po. Nagkakasya po talaga.
According to the Philippine Statistic Authority, inflation quickened to 4% in March from 3% in February.
May numero ang Philippine Statistics Authority. Sabi nila, a family of 5 is 16,250. That roughly translates to what? 640 pesos a day. And why is it their mandate to continually give minimum wages below poverty threshold wages, di ba? Di ba insulto yan?
But minimum wage workers may have to wait some more for a possible reprieve. The petition of the Trade Union Congress of the Philippines to increase minimum wage by 470 pesos was rejected by the Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board of Metro Manila. The Wage Board noted they can't extend the wage order across the board. But the TUCP said the Wage Board is just using technicalities to deny the petition. The board could at least review the computations and decide on the wage hike.
Sila po ay may jurisdiction. Pangalawa po, hindi po criminal court ang regional wage boards. Pero ang asta nila ay parang criminal court. Para yung nalulunod ng manggagawa at naghihingalong manggagawa ay ididiin pa on a technicality.
The TUCP has refiled the 470 peso wage hike without a request for an across-the-board hike. They insist no adjustments in the daily minimum wage have been made since 2018. The group adds that with soaring oil prices and weaker purchasing power, the current salary rate being below poverty wage levels will definitely weigh down on consumers. For News 5, Ryan Ang, We Are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The World Health Organization says that the BA.2 sublineage of Omicron is now the dominant COVID variant globally. The subvariant is found in all 6 WHO regions and in 68 countries where data is available. The low-pressure area being monitored by Pag-asa was last spotted within the vicinity of Baganga in Davao Oriental. The State Weather Bureau says the disturbance is not likely to develop into a tropical depression in the next 24 hours. Former Senator Manny Villar is still the richest man in the Philippines, according to Forbes. Villar's net worth ballooned to $8.3 billion, up from just $7.2 billion last year. He is also the 263rd richest person in Forbes' 2022 World Billionaires list. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.